I would now want to say that we are going yet into another journey of the unknown. The year that is starting on the 26th of July and 2nd of August.
That statement by Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha serves to show the challenge ahead of next week, when for the first time in almost a year, schools will be opening to full capacity. And given the large number of learners who will be back to school at the same time, the Teacher Service Commission appreciates the burden awaiting its employees.
The upshot of the full resumption of learning next week is that the workload of our teachers will be much higher than it has been for the last 10 months.
Yet, even as the TSC plans to employ 8,000 teachers and another 6,000 intern teachers in the coming weeks, the challenge will be for the same teachers to handle the learners without exposing themselves to the danger of contracting COVID-19. According to the Ministry of Health COVID-19 situational report, only 85,000 out of 330,671 teachers have received the COVID-19 vaccine.
This notwithstanding, we trust that the teachers will do their best, as they have always done, to ensure that they accommodate the learners and deliver quality teaching to them.
We want to ask our teachers to ensure that we continue observing the health protocols when the learners report to school, and all of us to give whatever little that we can in terms of whatever support to ensure that we run our terms and our academic year smoothly.
If we have faith as a nation and as a people, then we have nothing to worry about, because God is definitely in control of this process. The term that we have just completed, ladies and gentlemen, did not have any major issues with COVID, despite the fact that it was at the peak of the so-called third wave.
Whereas the past year, schools managed to observe COVID-19 protocols due to a small number of learners, the more than 15 million learners expected back in school beginning July 26th will pose a huge dilemma to head teachers and school principals. And the head teachers will also be facing another hurdle: delays in disbursement of capitation funds. This even as reports suggest that the Ministry of Education has placed a requisition of 20.5 billion shillings to the National Treasury, which will see 14.5 billion shillings go to secondary schools. And since Form 1 learners will wait until August 2nd, they have not been factored in the 14.5 billion shillings allocation. Primary schools are expected to receive 6 billion shillings. Nevertheless, the government expects head teachers and school principals to use the balances on last year's funds to run programs as they wait for the new funds. Meanwhile, 9,000 learners received their full secondary school scholarships during the launch of this year's Elimu Scholarship Program. Shadrack Miti, KTN News.